2026 has some serious movies coming out, some serious, awesome movies. I've already filmed a video, I'm not too happy with it, but it's talking about movies in general coming out in 2026. What I'm excited for, what I'm hoping is gonna be good, what I think about the movies that have not yet come out, but what do I want from them? Filming that video made me think about all the different genres, because there's quite a few genres that I love a lot. Horror is specifically at the top of that list. So I figured I would do a list, just going over all of the movies that are currently out on Letterboxd and discuss very briefly what I think the movies are gonna be like, what they are hopefully gonna be, and just spark a discussion for this year's horror movies coming out. If you guys like horror movies, drop a comment of what your absolute favorite horror movie is, or what movie this year, 2026, you are looking forward to the most. Last year, Sinners, amazing. This year, I don't know if it is gonna be a horror movie that's gonna take the top of my list, but at the very least, we can get excited, right? Let's get excited. This list is in no specific order. To start things off, we have Maggie Gyllenhaal's movie, The Bride. Synopsis: here comes the motherfucking bride. A lonely Frankenstein travels to 1930s Chicago to ask groundbreaking scientist Dr. Euphoria to create a companion for him. The two revive a murdered young woman and the bride is born. Jessie Buckley plays the bride. I don't know if you guys have seen anything with her inside of it. She is damn good. When I first saw her, it was in the Tom Hardy series, Taboo. Damn, bro, I just do not know why Tom Hardy wanted to fuck his sister instead of Jessie Buckley. Crazy ass show, very low key, very somber, very depressing, very gothic as well. The music is incredible. Max Richter did the score for that film, that TV show. But see, I said film. That's how good Taboo is. That's how well produced it is. Check that shit out if you haven't seen it. You already sold me at Christian Bale and Jake Gyllenhaal, but Jessie Buckley as the bride, I'm in. That really turns me off of it, but at the same time, I enjoy the fuck out of Sweeney Todd. Next, we have 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. This is directed by Nia DaCosta, I think. Comes out this month, January. It's 109 minutes. The trailer looks incredible. This film is the top film of this year that I'm looking forward to. I can't wait to see this. Dr. Kelson finds himself in a shocking new relationship with consequences that could change the world as they know it, and Spike's encounter with Jimmy Crystal becomes a nightmare he can't escape. The tagline is, "Fear is the new faith." I just cannot wait. Another one coming out is Scream 7. This is his second film, but he is a writer from the very first Scream. So I hope that he is able to figure out what the other movies haven't been able to. With the Scream franchise, I enjoy it quite a bit. I think most of the movies are dog shit, but it's just a campy, meta slasher film with Ghostface. I'm not expecting much. I don't need anything to happen, but we got OGs coming back. We got Matthew Lillard. We have David Arquette, Courtney Cox, Neve Campbell. There's also Jimmy Tatro. If you guys don't know who he is, I don't think you would. He used to have a YouTube channel back in the day when I used to watch Kev Jumba, Niga Higa, those type of people, and I really enjoyed his content. It was like frat, stupid bro humor, but it was funny for the time. When a new Ghostface killer emerges in the quiet town where Sidney Prescott has built her new life, her darkest fears are realized as her daughter becomes the next target. Determined to protect her family, Sidney must face the horrors of her past to put an end to the bloodshed once and for all. Sounds like fucking bullshit. Like all these movies kind of have the same sort of plot, and I hate how all these movies do this. All these slasher movies, all these horror movies where they just won't let it die. Now, I don't want Ghostface to die, like I don't want the franchise to die, but goddamn, can't we just get like some new characters, like not have anything to do with Prescott, with anyone from the original? It is so tedious trying to wrap my mind around the stupid subplots in these movies of how this killer is related to the previous killer and that previous killer is the second cousins of the original Ghostface or whatever the fuck. It's terrible writing. It's just terrible all around. So I hope this Scream movie really sets into the meta and makes fun of itself for just all the bullshit it's done. The next movie coming out is Werewolf by Robert Eggers. You know Robert Eggers, The Lighthouse, The Northman, The Witch, Nosferatu. I know I'm leaving one out, aren't I? You know who he is. We all know who he is. This dude is unintentionally setting forth the entire groundwork for the Universal monsters. What I mean is that he's already done Nosferatu. He's got Dracula out of the way. He's about to do the werewolf movie. He already did The Witch, so you could have like some sort of like side characters living in the background. This dude is such a nerd for history, and I love it because he just throws everything he learns into his movie. Set in 13th century England, the story focuses on local villagers who are stalked by a mysterious creature. As the attacks continue, ancient folklore and superstition bleed into a terrifying reality. All the top actors in this film, I love. Aaron Taylor Johnson, Lily Rose Depp, Willem Dafoe, Ralph Ineson. These are amazing actors. And Nosferatu, Lily Rose Depp, like you say Nepo baby, I say goddamn, acts really well. The performance she gives is extremely raw. There's some things that somewhat make me cringe in Nosferatu, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but honestly, it's a horror movie, so I don't mind that much. And the fact that she's able to evoke these sort of emotion and physicality, I'm very excited to see where she goes and how she keeps leveling up with her acting. I'm also excited to see Johnny Depp back. God damn, we need another Jack Sparrow movie. I don't think it'll be good, but I want to see him wear that outfit again. I want to see him act drunk gay. All right, so this is another movie that is coming out supposedly this year. There's absolutely nothing on it. But Jordan Peele, you know, Get Out, Us, nope, those are his films. And he has a new film coming out this year, supposedly. No plot details, nothing. I'm not going to dig into it. I just want to see it for what it is. Out of those three movies, I think Get Out is the most rewatchable. I think Us is the most far out there and interesting script. I don't think it landed perfectly, but it did something that a lot of movies don't do and I've not seen before. Also, the comedy in that film, I just do not enjoy it, but I can respect that film. Nope is my favorite of his films just because of the Lovecraftian essence that is thrown into it with the alien, whatever you want to call it, the demon, the thing. It's left up for interpretation, and that's one of the best things you can do in stories is let the audience, let the readers imagine what it is. Let them fill in the blank. Movies nowadays are doing such a bad job at trying to fill in every single blank. They try to write in the backstory. They try to let the audience know everything. We don't need to know everything. We don't. This next one, I didn't even know was coming out. It's a new Sam Raimi movie. It's called Send Help. 113 minutes. This is a synopsis. Meet Linda Little. She's from Strategy and Planning. She's the boss now. Two colleagues become stranded on a deserted island, the only survivors of a plane crash. On the island, they must overcome past grievances and work together to survive, but ultimately, it's a battle of wills and wits to make it out alive. It's got Rachel McAdams. It's got Dylan O'Brien. He's in Teen Wolf, the best friend of the guy that looks like my brother when he was a teenager, Tyler Posey. And then obviously Bruce Campbell's gonna be in there somewhere. Sam Raimi, he did the Spider-Man movies. He did Evil Dead. He has such a campiness, energetic style to how he films things, how he direct. The synopsis, I'll be honest, doesn't sound interesting to me at all, but the fact that we have Dylan O'Brien, Rachel McAdams, and Sam Raimi, I'm in. So this is one of my most anticipated films of this year. It's Backrooms. This is from A24. They are producing it. They are funding it. There is a guy, 19 years old. 19 years old. This dude, Kane Parsons, he made a YouTube short and it blew up. It was about the back room. If you guys don't know what that is, it's like a creepypasta. Creepypasta is like a scary internet originated scary story, scary tale, scary mythos. People create things and then they just push it out there. It's kind of what the Slender Man is, a creepypasta. So Backrooms is essentially you are in reality and there's something off and you slip into the back room. That is the most simple explanation I can give. If you really want to get into it, there's like a rabbit hole. Hours and days and years of just digging into it. It is endless, but it's fake. They're giving this dude, 19 years old, A24, they're giving him everything he needs to create this film, The Backrooms or Backrooms. I don't know what it's going to be titled exactly. This movie also has Mark Duplass. He is from Creep, like the Creep tapes, Creep 1, Creep 2. I've seen him in so many other things, but he is so good. The first time I ever saw him in a movie was with Aubrey Plaza. I don't even remember what the movie was. I just liked him. He has this weird, kind of creepy, but also likable sense to him as a guy. I don't get paid enough to say things right. Chiwetel Ejiofor. Chiwetel Ejiofor. I tried. This dude is in 12 Years a Slave. Doctor Strange, Children of Men. He's also in The Martian and Kinky Boots. He's in a whole variety of things, but this guy can act. And this 19-year-old got him, Mark Duplass, some other people who probably are really good at acting, and he's making a Backrooms movie. This could be the most messy piece of shit movie, or it could be the most amazing, weird, mess your mind up type of film. I don't know. I'm extremely excited for this film. I don't know if it's gonna be good, if it's gonna be bad, but I'm just damn excited. And this is the short, brief synopsis that I was able to find online. There's no trailers, there's really no images for the movie, there's like nothing. After a therapist patient disappears into a strange dimension beyond reality, she must enter the unknown to rescue him. This mysterious dimension is expected to be eerily endless, with the disorienting corridors and buzzing fluorescent lights that made the back room legend famous. Oh, and also this film is being filmed in Canada. Represent. The next film I'm super excited for, Return to Silent Hill. This film is directed by Christopher Gann. If you don't know who he is, well, he directed the first film. I suppose that it's going to be picking up where the last film left off, or like where the story leaves off. I don't really know how this canon works. The first Silent Hill game I've ever played is Silent Hill F, and I'm like 20 minutes into it still. But I love the movies. I loved reading about, I loved seeing the pages inside of like Game Informer and those type of magazines. And these movies, as flawed as they are with the script and some of the acting and editing and pretty much everything, they are a fucking passion project. Like, you can tell that the people who made these movies, the first and second Silent Hill film, they gave a fuck. They gave a fuck about the designs. They gave a fuck about the world, about the music, about everything that they were trying to put on screen for us. I recently rewatched the second Silent Hill, what is it, Revelation? Silent Hill Revelation? The 3D one. I have the worst memories of watching that, just because I thought, the first time I saw it as a teenager, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I remember thinking the designs were cool and that's it. So I went into watching this film with my wife, and it's the first time she watched it, and just throwing away the expectations of anything good, I enjoyed the fuck out of this movie. Kit Harington is in it, Michelle Williams is in it, you have Sean Bean again, you get to see the creepy nurses, Pyramid Head, like all of it. The final battle is whack as hell, but if you can enjoy the journey of it and everything that is just shown on screen and presented to your ears, good movie. So I'm excited to see what they're going to be doing next with this series, because it seems that Konami has really stepped up the video game aspect of it, and I really think that they're going to try to bring Silent Hill into the public mindset, just like Resident Evil is. I feel like Konami is like really late to the game though for everything. They're also starting to do Yu-Gi-Oh cards that have like the full artwork and like crazy things like Pokemon. Bro, you're so late. You're so late. Whatever though, I'm rooting for them, and I'm rooting for this movie. I'm gonna be seeing this movie in theaters for sure. The tagline, guilt is a place you can never leave. When James receives a mysterious letter from his lost love, Mary, he is drawn to Silent Hill, a once familiar town now consumed by darkness. As he searches for her, James faces monstrous creatures and unravels a terrifying truth that will push him to the edge of his sanity. They got a pyramid head here, and dude, every time they freaking design this guy and put him up, like, he is such a good design. He's so awesome to look at on screen. Ready or Not 2 is coming out. If you've not seen the first one, it's one of those like silent sleeper movies. I can never really remember everything that happens in it just because it's not that memorable, but it's a good movie. It is a very funny movie, and it is violent. It's also got some social commentary in it too, which is interesting to see. This film takes place right after the first film. I usually don't like that when it takes place right after, but 28 years later is doing it, so I think I'll stop caring. Double or Nothing. Moments after surviving an all-out attack from the Ladamus family, Grace discovers she's reached the next level of the nightmarish game. And this time, with her estranged sister Faith at her side, Grace has one chance to survive, keep her sister alive, and claim the high seat of the council that controls the world. 4 rival families are hunting her for the throne, and whoever wins rules it all. So it's like a completely unnecessary sequel to a completely unnecessary movie, but the world building they're doing, the high council table, whatever the hell, it's essentially the Illuminati, I suppose. It's cool ideas, and while I don't really care about this series, I'm gonna check it out because I did enjoy the first. The next film is Clayface. This is directed by James Watkins. He most recently directed Speak No Evil. This is the movie that has James McAvoy, the remake, not the original. I think he's competent as fuck. I don't really have anything to say about him or not. He also directed The Woman in Black, and that is a good, creepy, gothic horror movie. It rides the edge of being horror, but it is pretty freaky, especially if you're a teenager watching. And he did the Black Mirror episode, Shut Up and Dance. That episode has a lot of frantic energy and a lot of just chaos going on. So I feel like all these movies or things that he's done, these projects that he has directed and wrote, I feel comfortable with this dude directing it. It's not like I really have a say, right? A Hollywood horror tale centering on a B-movie actor who injects himself with the sub to keep himself relevant, only to find out that he can reshape his face and form, becoming a walk piece of clay. This is supposedly going to be body horror, rated R, dark. It's gonna be like the Black Label DC Comics. I'm excited. Hopefully they actually stick to everything they've been saying about it and don't pussy out like they did for the Venom movies. This guy's gonna be Clayface. Oh my god, this next one, Resident Evil. Zach Krager, the director of Weapons Barbarian, he has complete control, I made that up, but control of directing this new Resident Evil movie. There's not much about this film that has been released, but they said that this movie is gonna be a very horror heavy film. So it's not gonna be the bullshit we see with Mila Jovovich. I do love those films, but they are flawed as fuck. And they're also supposedly doing something that's not from the game at all, but it's gonna be like within that world, within that canon. I don't give a fuck about the canon, but if you guys do, just know it's in good hands. And we have Resident Evil Requiem coming out this year. Dude, I cannot wait to play that game. Resident Evil 7 7. That is like when they really like reset the Resident Evil franchise. Bro, Resident Evil 7 scared the shit out of me as a kid. Well, I was an older teenager when I played it, but still I felt like a kid, a scared little kid just waiting for something bad to happen. Terrifier 4. You guys like Terrifier? These movies are so over the top, disgusting and bloody and just violent. I don't think anything good really comes from watching it because the majority of the film is just Art being an asshole and killing people. And then you get to the third movie and they just did not give a shit. They killed so many kids in that film. When my wife and I went and saw that film in theater, we were sitting next to a mom with her like 8-year-old kid, like must have been at most 8 years old, just eating their popcorn, having their icy, their little thing of Sour Patch Kids or whatever the fuck, sitting there. She covered her kid's eyes for the shower sex scene in the third movie, right? It's very brief. I don't even remember if there's any nipple. If there is, like whatever. Every other scene in this movie, the kid was just everything, including the chainsaw going up the dude's wiener area. What the hell? I will not tell you guys how to parent, but do not take them to Terrifier. These movies are fucked in the best way possible. Sienna is gonna be probably coming back with her sword. She's gonna save Jonathan. I don't know what exactly they're gonna do. I don't care. I just want to see more Art the Clown. I want to see even more brutal kills. I want to see what the hell this whole legendary mythos is with Sienna and the sword and her dad writing the comic book. Is she essentially this character? Did the dad tap into something that was cosmic? Or did the dad set her path that way just because he died? She missed him and she manifested it. I didn't think I would give this much of a shit about the Terrifier movies, but now I do. Now I'm invested and I just am very excited. Damien Leone as well, he is just incredible as far as talking about being an inspiration for filmmaking. Art the Clown has been going on since like mid 2000s. He has been creating stuff and not letting it go and just making it better and better and better. And it shows that dedication plus time plus persistence, you can get anything done. We also have a new scary movie coming out, Scary Movie 6. I don't know anything about it. I don't really care about the Scary Movie franchise. My wife grew up with them. She loves them, so I've watched them all. We bought a few of them. There are some funny ass moments in them, but they are just not good movies. But it's been such a long time since we've gotten a parody movie of all these horror films, and we're at the point now where like trauma horror is just not enjoyed nearly as much as it is, and everyone is trying to do it now. I feel like there's a lot of tropes that Scary Movie is going to be able to cover and make fun of because it's had such a long time to let the horror community breathe. The next film is called Hokum. I think that's how you say it. Hokum. This film has Adam Scott. Adam Scott is from Severance. He's from Parks and Recreation. He's from Step Brothers. He's from The Monkey. Just so many random things. So many good projects. Damian McCarthy created the films Oddity and Caveat. Both of these films you can watch on Shudder. I think that they are extremely well made. Everyone seems to love Oddity more. Caveat is definitely my favorite of the two, but both films are damn good. Anyways, you got Damian McCarthy, you got Adam Scott, you've got a new film that is centered in Ireland, I think, somewhere in the UK. Like, I am there for it. A horror novelist visits a remote Irish inn to spread his parents' ash, unaware the place is rumored to be haunted by a witch. Boom. Simple, easy, but you know this is gonna be damn good. Damn. We also got the Evil Dead movie coming out. The new Evil Dead 6. It's called Evil Dead Burn. I don't know shit about it. I'm gonna watch the 2013 Evil Dead that came out. That film did something for me and did something for horror as a whole. It's a pretty nasty film. There's a lot of blood, there's a lot of gore, there's a lot of grotesque imagery, but I feel like that jump elevated the series. And then when they did Evil Dead Rise, I thought it was a lot messier and sloppier, but it was still really, really cool. So I'm just hoping this new Evil Dead movie will expand on the lore, the mythos, the craziness of the Necronomicon, and at the same time, I want them to just go all out. Okay, I have no idea what this is, but it's on lists of films. The director has directed 3 films and I've not seen any of them. Okay, that's why. It's 2 short films and then 1 actual film. All the characters are named after fruits, so the movie's called Forbidden Fruits. I'm guessing it's gonna be some sort of weirdness going on between these people. Let me just read the synopsis. Free Eden employee Apple secretly runs a witchy femme cult in the basement of the mall store after hours with fellow fruits Cherry and Fig. But when the new hire, Pumpkin, challenges their performative sisterhood, the women are forced to face their own poisons or succumb to a bloody fate. Based on the play of The Women Came the Beginning of Sin and Through Her We All Die by Lily Houghton. That is the worst title for a play. Sounds cool. It's got Emma Chamberlain. I don't know anything else about it. I'm gonna check it out. There's also another Insidious movie. This is the 6th Insidious movie. These movies are all over the place as far as quality. I actually enjoyed The Red Door quite a bit. Patrick Wilson directed that film. It is a father-son movie, and they touch on things that were from the first movie. I feel like they should have just left it right there. I don't think you can do anything else with Insidious if you were trying to stick with Elaine, with Josh, with all these characters. Like, wipe it clean, okay? I want to see more Insidious stuff. I just don't care anymore about the story. There's also a movie from Gavin Polone called Psycho Killer. He directed 0 movies, but he's produced quite a bit. He produced the Zombieland movies, both 1 and 2, Panic Room, David Fincher film. He also produced Secret Window with Johnny Depp and 8mm. The Nicolas Cage movie with Joaquin Phoenix. Seems like he's a good producer. The synopsis is, enter the mind of a psycho killer. Following the brutal murder of her husband, a Kansas Highway Patrol officer sets out on a journey to track down the perpetrator. As the hunt progresses, she comes to the realization that the man responsible is a sadistic serial killer, and the depth of his mental depravity and his sinister agenda is more twisted than anyone could have ever imagined. We also got Strangers Chapter 3. Never seen the first 2. I will not see this one. I've seen the original, but I just don't care. Nice. Blumhouse is producing a new Mummy movie as well. It's from Lee Cronin, who actually directed the previous Evil Dead movie we just talked about, like the middle one, Evil Dead Rise. And the synopsis is, the young daughter of a journalist disappears into the desert without a trace. 8 years later, the broken family is shocked when she's returned to them, as what should be a joyful reunion turns into a living nightmare. Called The Mummy. Bro, this is like, so Blumhouse, they're doing it, huh? They got The Invisible Man, they got the werewolf movie, not Robert Eggers, but the one with Julia Garner. And now they're doing The Mummy. I don't know, we'll see if it's any good. Does anyone else think as well, the guy from the Wolfman movie, or the werewolf, whatever it was with Julia Garner, the guy that is the werewolf, he looks like a more ethnic version of Jon Snow. I don't even know what that means, but it felt right to say. Do you agree, disagree, are you offended? Just let me know. Good old Osgood Perkins at it again. He has a movie coming out called The Young People. Centers on a couple of school friends, one of whom starts to develop red flag behavior. The only people in the cast that I recognize, Johnny Knoxville from Jackass, right? And Nicole Kidman. Could you get any, like, 2 different actresses? Like, they are so far apart as far as like what they choose to do with their career. I don't know. Osgood Perkins always makes films that are at the very, very least interesting to watch. My least favorite of his is I'm the Pretty Thing That Lived, but even that just has such an atmosphere to it. It's a perfect put on in the background movie as I just do things, because I love that sort of vibe. Now that's it for this list, for this amalgamation of movies that are coming out this year. There's a lot more movies that are coming out. I don't want to hit every single movie. Those are the movies that I'm interested in seeing or interested about. All right, you guys, thanks for watching me. I am gonna keep making movies as I do, making films, making these little videos. I'll see you later.